Welcome back to Infested Planet. We are on to Warpath, the second mission. Reward is 7,000, more than twice what we got from opening gambits. And we have a fairly serious-looking individual over here to meet. Military contractors of the 101st Fleet. You have got a job to do. At 0500 hours, one of our logistics shuttles suffered engine failure. It crashed somewhere in the Badlands to the east. The shuttle was destroyed, and valuable supplies are scattered all over the area. Your mission to find and retrieve those supplies. They are vital for the success of this campaign. So clearly this is an individual of a fairly significantly high military rank. Now our difficulty setting down here is worth noting. Initially there was no difficulty in the story. Hard is what the old default difficulty was. We're going to be playing on expert, but they were added in partly because a lot of new players were really struggling with the difficulty of the game and made things a little bit less harsh on them. What this controls is aspects like how many build points critically do you get to build up and enhance your fighting force, how fragile are your soldiers, how quickly do the enemy respawn, various types of balance levers such as that. So we have less margin for error on the higher settings. November 10th, 2145, journal entry, a little over a century into the future. The beachhead has been established perfectly. I sent out Drake's hired guns to look for the missing weapons and explosives. I cannot say that I trust the man. He seems experienced enough, but I cannot shake the feeling that he will turn as soon as the coin runs dry. Yeah, he is a mercenary. That's what they do. It is best to wrap up this bloody business fast. I will strike hard for the center of alien growth and cut out the beast's heart. If luck holds, we'll all be home for the new year. Who wants to take that bet? Here's the deal, folks. We need to roll through this patch of grubs to get to our target. Can't have the mess at our backs. Take the team and capture this entire sector.
Awaiting orders.
Well, now we have a new display up here. We can hit tab to select all Marines on the map. And for our rifle Marines up here, the red bar shows our health. That's going to be very important. Let's hit our first objective, Undefended Hive. Well, we know the drill now. Capture the point, get rewarded. Hey, you look a bit lonely out here. Let's get us some backup, eh? So we have some new options here. We can actually use our build points to get more Marines. 4 per. And then you can see 15 build points total we have. I wish this was closer to where the Marine display is, but nonetheless, we're going to hit N to refund them or M to call in more. And notice each one, as we go up now, costs additional. There is a diminishing returns every time you add another Marine. Bet the general is sending the devils into the sticks to get us out of the way. As long as he keeps paying, I don't mind. But we now are up to 8 instead of our initial 5 Marines, so we're feeling pretty good about ourselves. We have some new movement options as well. We have Patrol, which does pretty much what you might think. They'll move back and forth between where they start. Don't have a multiple nav point type of control or anything. It's just back and forth from where you start to where you click as the end point. But they're going to shoot at anything they encounter along the way. Use this occasionally for defense, but not that often. Much more useful is A, advance while attacking, or attack move. We'll just go on to our next objective. And they'll gradually clear the path, shooting at anything they encounter along the way. And then when there's nothing more to shoot, they'll move forward. Now we need to be careful here. Spitter Tower is dangerous, and it's within range here. So as soon as we clear out this hive, I'm going to want to smack that around before we all start getting shot by it, hopefully. And if we hold back here for a minute, we want to take a look at our final option here. G, launch rockets to kill buildings. So if I just take one of my soldiers, it only takes one per building you want to hit, of course. And click that. Then you see that yellow circle. That's going to indicate what they're going to try to hit. It says 10 ammo. There's our ammo display up here. It needs 2 ammo for a shot. Otherwise, it's not going to be able to do it. And yeah, we didn't capture that, so it respawned. But guess what? We cleared it out nice and quickly. There we go. And so that limits how much we're going to get hit by them. But notice the green here. It still does poison damage to us that eats away over time before all the poison goes away. So those spitters are dangerous and we don't like them. Then your ammo also gradually replenishes over time. You know what? We need bigger guns. Let me hop on the phone real quick and order takeout. You do that, Drake. I love my shotguns. Babies kick like a mule, though. Let's grab a couple from those crates down there. Could you be any more of a stereotype? The shotgun's quite effective. They're much more powerful than rifles, particularly at short range in a crowd. Against buildings, they're much better. But long-range accuracy, the rifles are still better, and they're better against individual small targets. But I would take the shotguns given the choice between the two. So when we do those rocket attacks, because we're going to need to do a bunch more of them here, if I were to take everybody and just send them off on rocket attacks, then nobody's going to be firing at anything else until they shoot their rocket off at the structure. So I don't want to do that. I want to split up in groups. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to have one group that's just a couple Marines to be on rocket duty. And then the other group, control 2, and this is, control 1, control 2, control whatever number, and then hit the 1 or the 2 to select the group again. Very standard RTS controls. So I'm going to send the entire group, attack move towards the hive. Then I'm going to quickly do rocket attacks with these other Marines. And take those out. Now notice all this damage. Poison is eating away, and even eats away at the red area until the poison goes away. And yep, they died. Now they will come back. That's what this gray bar is. It's them respawning. And that was an accelerated amount. This will not heal up this fast or get to respawning as fast when we're in normal missions. One of your men's back in action, Lieutenant. I've marked him on the HUD so that you can find him real quick. Excellent. Now another point to note, if we take one of our shotguns, we could do this refund option, D, and just eject the crate and say, you know what, we want somebody else to have that shotgun. Of course, it doesn't matter right now, but the point is, that is a possibility. So let's go ahead and attack, but we're going to have one of you do your ammo thing. Then you can see over here again, the ammo recovering. And we could just spend off a bunch more to just knock this off more quickly. And there we go. We appear to have concluded our frivolities on this mission. Very linear, just clear the path type of mission. Lost a couple soldiers, but hey, with that many spitter towers, I'm not going to complain about it too much. Almost 1,400 aliens dead, various kills, used some BP this time around, and over 3,000 bullets. 7,000 in the bank. We can shop now. Now we could get medical pods. These are really useful for healing. They would really counteract all that poison damage from the spitter towers. These ones that say buff, you only get them for a single mission, and one extra advanced troop for that mission, not really worth it in my opinion. I'm going to be focusing on the permanent increases, and this medical pod is more than we have, so we're not going to be buying anything at the present moment. That'll do it for Warpath. The path will continue forward in the war against the alien scum, however. Infested Planet will return.